It's great to go on a journey in the world, but sometimes it's difficult to find where we want to go and what we want to see. We can make it a lot easier on ourselves with the use of social software. There's a lot we can do to aid in our travels. For example, there are taxi apps like Didi that can help us get where we're going. They're a Chinese company that bought out Uber's Chinese operation, but there are others, like Uber itself and Lyft, that we can use. We can use apps like WeChat to help us locate our friends when we can't find them. And once we do, we can see wonderful things together. WeChat can also let us transfer money to each other. It works out great when you're trying to split the bill at dinner. It can also translate what other people are saying when you don't speak the same language. It can be a great way to communicate with people, and you can also use it to ask for directions when you don't know where you're going. Ctrip, a Chinese travel app, can provide train vouchers to help you get tickets at the train station, even when you don't speak Chinese. Traveling by train can be a great way to see China. They offer the same service for flights as well. Airbnb hosts can be quite helpful with providing directions on how to get to their apartments, and also with giving advice on where to go in the cities. Couchsurfing is a nice way to make new friends. They have a feature that shows other travelers in the same area. You can meet up and hang out with them if you want after communicating on the website. You can also use it to stay at someone's house, but that's for people more adventurous than myself. And of course, there's Facebook, which is pretty nice for making plans with old friends to meet in new places. There can be some ethical issues with these services, especially with Uber. They have had a string of bad articles over the past year that doesn't make the company look like a nice place to be, especially not to work. I think it might be better to look for alternatives to Uber, and fortunately they do exist. Sometimes the use of these tools can be very dangerous. A traveler in Nepal was murdered by her host. He had built up a good reputation on the site, but it was no protection for her. Even good reviews can be faked. We don't always experience what others claim we will. An over-reliance on technology can also be a problem. When we have a poor signal and can't find any open Wi-Fi connections, we might feel a little bit lost. This was certainly the case in Delhi. I found no open Wi-Fi, and it took me quite a while to find where I was going. It can also be a problem in the wilderness. Cell phone coverage at the top of mountains is not so great. I suppose even the advantages of these pieces of social software can come with some downsides. Many of the places I visited were very, very crowded. I think at least in part this is because it's a lot easier to travel than it used to be, so the places have become more accessible to more people. I think this is a small price to pay, though, for seeing some wonderful places. In the end, the use of social software has greatly increased the ease with which we can travel. The downsides have always been there. There are always unscrupulous companies that try to take advantage of tourists, for example. With an internet connection, I was able to travel from China back to America with many stops in between, and to do so at a relatively low cost. I was able to do so while also making this video and working on other class assignments. I don't think I could have done any of this even 5 years ago, and I'm grateful for the experience